Proudest moment of my life. One knee in the dust, king's sword on my shoulder, listening to the words, in the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave.
In the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave. In the name of the Father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the Mother, I charge you to defend the innocent. Arise. A knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
I was squire to Sir Arlen of Pennytree. He charged me to be a good knight, to defend the weak and the innocent, and I swore that I would.
Get up.
That's it right there. Oh, man.
It's just like, fine, I'll do it again.
That was awesome. Woo! Let's go.
Dude. First things first. Jose, glad to have you here, man. Dude missed last week. Hated to hear it. Sean, what's up? And to my very capable gentleman, Mr. Lee.
Sir.
What'd you think?
I loved just about everything about it. Well-deserved rating. The greatest episode so far in this series. Everything was there. The intensity was there. I mean, it had me on the edge of my seat. And I know we're going to get into it. A lot of people are saying it. I see it on social media. Everybody's got issues with the flashback. But I didn't mind it. I didn't mind most of it. But the flashback had me like, okay, all right, I get it. Let's go back to the battle. Oh, wait, there's another piece of this. Okay. Yep, got it. Oh my gosh, what happened to his friend? You know, okay. All right, let's go back to the battle. Like, I kept wanting to go back to the battle. But, man, I got no words. The episode was phenomenal. That is great television. Great television. And you told me before we went live, it was tied for the highest rated TV episode ever.
It's tied with 3 other episodes of Game of Thrones. The Reigns of Castamere, I believe.
Which was the Red Wedding.
Yeah, the Red Wedding. I believe the other 2 are
They're not bad. They're actually good episodes.
Yeah, Hard Home. Hard Home, which is the battle north of the wall to bring the wildlings back.
Yeah.
And then I want to say it's the Watchers on the Wall, which is the battle in at Castle Black. I think those are the top 3. And it's tied with them at 9.9 or 9.8, depending on who you're asking.
Listen,
but
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Well-deserved.
The acting, the directing, the casting.
Mm-hmm.
It's blowing everything away right now. It is fantastic.
Yep.
And that's coming from somebody who has not read the books. I'm just watching it purely for television. That's it.
Mhm.
Game of Thrones fan. That's all I am. And this is just hitting it out of the park. I
Yep.
love it. Love
And
it.
again, I mean, as someone who has read the books, it is almost a shot-for-shot remake. Like like I've said in the first 3 episodes, there are things they moved time-wise that they didn't need to move, but it didn't really hurt the story. And then, but I knew that once they got to episode 4, once Dunk attacked, they weren't going to be able to move everything. And this has been phenomenal. Let me hit the super chat real quick, though. Breezy with a 199 says, boys, this episode was 10 out of 10. I pretty sure I agree with you.
I agree.
It was
I agree. Thanks for the
phenomenal.
$2, Breezy.
It was incredible. I'm a huge fan. The only thing there were 2 things that really bugged me in this episode. And one was, in all honesty, the existence of the flashback. I knew that the flashback was going to happen. I knew there's no way in hell I'm getting 28 minutes of the Trial of the 7, even though that's what I want. I just knew it wasn't going to happen. It's too short of an event, all that kind of stuff. And then the thing in the flashback, the flashback as a whole, I don't really have a problem with. It kind of makes sense. One of the things that annoys me is I just think it was about a minute and a half too long. I would have preferred to see a little bit more of the aftermath, maybe see a little bit more of Baelor, Makar, and Baratheon fighting. That would have been really cool to see instead of just seeing that little bit of Arian! Adrian! I think that would have been better. But still a freaking fantastic episode.
So I'm a little indifferent when it comes to the flashback because I really liked it. I thought it added a lot. I thought it added a huge amount to Dunk's character. And it lets the audience know why he is the way he is and who he is and who he wants to be. And it gives a bit of background as to, he was this poor boy, nothing, homeless kid, whatever. And this one night gave him an opportunity, gave him a chance. And then, of course, he's witnessing his best friend, his girlfriend, girl he's got a crush on, whatever, just get slaughtered and in front of him. And that's got to be traumatic. The only thing I would say is after all of that intense childhood trauma, and then Arlen saves him, he starts following the knight, Sir Arlen, around. And Arlen is, I don't know if he's speaking a different language or
he's speaking Dothraki.
Or what? I didn't.
He was speaking Dothraki. In fact, if I was smart, which I know I wasn't because it would have been smart to do, I've got the poem he was speaking. Let's see if I can find it.
But I didn't understand what he was doing, and then I didn't understand if he knew Dunk was following him or Dunk was kind of staying at distance and just tagging along. And then when Arlen crashed because he had too much to drink or whatever and finally passed out, then he started meddling in the camp and whatever and playing with the armor, and then he went back to keeping his distance. It was a little unclear. I would think that Arlen had to know he was hanging around. But I thought that part kind of went a little too long and it was a little bit confusing, except when he goes to him and says, "Get up." And that's the Rocky moment.
Yeah. So this is the poem. The ropes of death enwrapped me. Ungodly men have made me afraid. The ropes of hell abound me. The sorrows of death prevented me. In my distress, I called upon you, the great stallion, who's worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my strong enemy. Beat them small as the dust before the wind. I will cast the evil out as the dirt in the streets. Courage is my salvation. Mercy is my light. Make my feet like hinds' feet, that my steps would not blunder. Gird me with might, that I destroy them that hate me. I will cast the evil out, so the dirt in the streets. Courage is my salvation. Mercy is my light. Doesn't really mean anything to me, but
So what does that have to do with his relationship with Dunk and whatever?
So this is the thing. This is one of the things that is so important in anything that's done with Westeros, unless you're House of the Dragon season 2. You just listening and just being in front of the TV screen is not enough. You need to know other things. An example would be, remember the song that Dunks or X sings?
Yeah.
So that we talked about how that was about the Battle of the Redgrass. Well, that's the battle that they're looting from. And when you see Arlen sitting there after he gets back to his camp, there's a body that's buried there.
Mm.
And that's Sir Roger of Pennytree, who is his nephew, who was his original squire. And he died at the Battle of Redgrass.
Mm. They don't go into that.
No, they don't. They don't need to, because that information isn't for you. It's for me, who know that and can go, oh, look at this, look at that. Yeah. But no, just friggin' fantastic episode.
Yeah.
Everything, it opened beautifully. And look, this is the one time where the bathroom humor, where the vulgarity was perfect. You know, we get Fossaway and Dunk throwing up. And it's like, of course they would.
Yes. It makes sense there. It makes sense.
Yep. But we get to open with seeing Baelor as kind of the general. Like, he's gathering his forces together, and he's telling everyone basically, you know, what the plan is. Because, I mean, Dunk should be in charge, but Dunk doesn't know.
Right. Now, I get the sense that Lionel does not really care for the Targaryen.
Well, Lionel
he questions it. He's like, is that honorable?
No,
you know,
that's not Lionel. That's not Lionel.
I thought that was Lionel that questioned.
That is come on, chat. It's the other night. Dunks 7. Apparently those are a type of shoe.
Yeah, I think they're Nikes.
I just Googled Dunk 7 and I got a whole list of shoes. Robin. No, it's not Beesbury.
Okay, but
it was.
If we can't determine that, I do know that Lionel then looks at him and says, "Oh, mother loved you best." A little snarky comment.
Yeah. Well, so Baelor and Lyle Baratheon are like second cousins. You know, they've probably grown up fighting against each other in jousts and tourneys throughout the last 30 years. Lyle Baratheon, I believe, was on the field of battle with Baelor at the Battle of the Redgrass. So they are, they're as close, I think, as cousins could be. My guess would also be that Baelor is the reason Baratheon is there. Because Lyle Baratheon is, and again, correct me, Breezy, Lyle Baratheon is the heir to House Baratheon. And so he's going to become the warden of the whatever they are. And so when hang on, is that right?
Is what right?
I'm just wondering if I'm so focused on the Westeros map that I know. Were the Baratheons a warden? Because they were Lords of Storm's End, but I don't think Storm's End.
I don't know those level of details. That's why I lean on you and the chat.
Yes, sorry. Storm's End. Yeah, Storm's End is its own area. It's one of the Seven Kingdoms. Yes, Lord Paramount of the Stormlands. Wow. We're gonna pretend that did not happen. Okay. Just
We're very prepared
but
for your stream.
he's a senior. I mean, he's one of there's probably like 15 people, maybe 20 people in all of Westeros that could outrank him. And he's there at this small houses tournament.
Yeah.
So I honestly believe that's one of the reasons why he's there, that Baelor is going. Yeah. Now the Ashford's in the Stormlands, so if a lord is going in your constituency is going to throw a party for his daughter, you should probably send someone. But he definitely didn't need to show up. So
I feel like he's got his issues with the Targaryens because even in the previous episode, he's like, "You think I'd miss a chance to dirty up the Kingsguard?"
Yeah,
so it's like he wants to take a dig, and then he takes a dig at Baelor, saying, "Are you the favorite?" That's a shame because no man fights so fierce as one neglected by his mother, or something like that. And I think that's kind of a dig. Like,
it's absolutely. I think he's kind of just jabbing at his cousin.
Yeah.
Knowing that, this is kind of one of probably the few areas where you can do that because it's not just his cousin. He's the heir to the Iron Throne. He's also the hand of the king. This guy outranks Lionel Baratheon by about 2 or 3 different degrees. But they're on an evil stepping here. So I think it's just one of those lines they probably knew they could throw at Lionel and be like, Lionel, dude, you're going to say this beautifully.
But Baelor takes it like a champ. He doesn't even react to it. He just says, be vigilant. And then, of course, the best advice you can give, don't die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Don't die. I wish he had taken his own advice.
And then we get a beautiful moment between Egg and Dunk that's like, it makes your heart beat, where he's like, all right, hand me my lance. Yeah, he calls him a squire.
Even before that. So you can tell I think Egg's looking for words to say. Like he wants to, I honestly, I think he just wants to go home and hug at Dunk, basically. And
I think he's scared.
No, he's scared, and Dunk knows Egg is scared. And so instead of letting Egg say anything, he decides to take the commanding role and just say, my lance, squire, which is both very comforting because he's calling him as a squire. And that's all Egg wants.
Yeah.
And then we get a really cool moment where he's riding off. He turns around. He repeats what he says to Egg in, I think, the second episode, where he says, if you run off, I'll hunt you with dogs. To which Egg replies.
What?
I'm queuing you up.
Oh, woof. Sorry.
Yeah. he replies with a bark. Was so beautifully done. And then the second Dunk turns his back.
You threw up a slow pitch softball and I swung and missed.
Well, and I'll tell you what's funny is I expected him to say, you don't have any dogs. And he doesn't. He just woofs.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is so great. And then he turns and Egg just starts to look solemn. And I was just like, oh, shit. Stuff's about to go down.
It's a playful moment. But then I think Egg at that point, when his facial expression changes, I think he's coming to the realization, if he hasn't already, that's like, I put him in this mess.
Well, and I said there were 2 things that annoyed me about this episode. 2 of them I can easily live with. The one thing that really bugged me was that Egg returned to the crowd. and did not play the squire the rest
Continue
of the
Squire and
battle.
throw
Yeah.
him.
I think
Squire, what would a Squire be doing there? They'd be like having weapons on the ready.
Yeah, they'd be where Steely Pete was.
Yeah.
Now, I don't remember, and some of the chat, Sean or Breeze will let me know. I don't remember if he returns to the stands in the book, but he wants to be the squire, and we've seen him doing the training and all that. So it just kind of bugged me that he went from being this kind of sodden looking squire to being a member of the royal house in the boxes. And yes, thank you. I said Steely Pete. It's Steely Pate.
All right, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, they're going to yell at me. They're already yelling at me. But one of the things that was really neat about this is as they're gearing up, everyone's getting ready to go off, and we get this this really kind of, I guess, prayer, but from I forget if it's a member of the Seven, because this is a, I guess, priest, maybe a junior priest or something. Praying, basically asking for the Seven to watch over them and decide who's going to win. But it was kind of weird because he starts talking about death and he looks at Dunk as if accusatory. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
they're the mean ones,
dude. What you got to call it? What, cinematography?
Yeah,
even though it's a TV show. I mean, it was so great in this episode. We're getting ready to come up to a scene. I know it's getting a lot of traction on social media, but just how they've done little things like that where the Septon starts saying something and then you get that turn, the camera goes, they're looking at Dunk, the camera goes to Dunk. And then as this tournament, I guess not a tournament, this trial by Seven starts, we get a hesitation by, he's riding what, Thunder? Is that the name?
Yeah. So, just before that, we get this gorgeous shot. I mean, look at that.
With the fog and everything.
Yeah.
And the fog was used, I'm hearing, because they didn't have enough money to build.
Yeah, I saw Ira Parker talking about that. Yeah. They used fog and they used different elements to kind of be able to hide the money.
To mask an incomplete set. And it worked perfectly.
Beautifully.
It's a happy accident.
Well, and what's funny is this isn't the only time we've seen this. We've already seen this yard four times already. And not one time did either of us go, man, it doesn't look complete, does it?
No.
So personally, I don't know what I was talking about. I think it looked great.
It's awesome.
But clearly there was something that they saw, or either they weren't able to finish it, or maybe there was something that wasn't done in time and they kind of shot out of order, because we know that happens a lot. But this, the only thing that bugged me, so this is taken from another piece of artwork. Remember, we talked about how Ira Parker and the people at HBO clearly have been using official and fan artwork for this. And hang on, Ducks 7 Nights art. And this is almost like line for line from one of the pieces of artwork. I can't find it now, but literally the only thing that's missing is the wings on Baelor's helmet.
It looks incredible. I mean, it really looks good. But
so and those horns or antlers, oh my gosh.
Yeah. I feel like they would be annoying, but I mean, it looks good. I mean, would you want to wear that if you're going into battle? I feel like you'd swing your sword or something and you start hitting them. And
yeah, well, that's probably why he's got them.
So why was Thunder so hesitant to go, or was that Dunk not?
I honestly,
Dunk freezing?
I think it was Dunk. I think Dunk froze. And one of the things that I loved about it was we see everyone ride off.
Yeah.
Everyone's going. I'm gonna risk this, okay? Because I think I can get right here. Watch the squires down here. They all do the same thing that Egg was practicing. They all run after the horses. I love this. This was so cool.
So this is where the camera is going behind Dunk. Did you see that?
So right now, it's just in the helmet, and because he still hasn't gone off yet.
He hasn't gone
But
yet.
Yeah, that shot, and I'd love to see if I can cue it up.
Yeah, so that's Dunk's point of view from his helm.
Yeah, and we got Egg yelling at him in the audience.
They're all screaming at him. They're like, "Go! Like, what are you doing?" And you can hear his breathing. Like, I know we can't like play it now, but the breathing is.
I don't
just
mind
so
risking
intense.
a second or two, but that was a second or two too far back. But yeah, he's sitting there the whole time. You can hear him going.
Yeah. Which I'm gonna mention this a lot. The realism of the battle scene was so spot on to me. I feel like that's exactly what it would sound like if you were inside that helmet. That's what it would feel like. And then we're gonna get into the battle. Of course, it looked like these guys are just falling all over the place. But if you're wearing that heavy armor, I believe that's exactly how it would play out.
Oh, 100%.
You get hit with some big sword or get bumped by a horse or somebody pushes you. You're so easily out of balance and you fall over, and then you're just struggling to get back up. And we saw a lot of that in these battle scenes, which to me added just some intensity and realism to this whole thing, and I thought it was fantastic. But we're coming up to this
shot that you're talking about, yeah.
This cinematography, this transition, this over the shoulder, almost like a drone shot, but then all of a sudden it goes back into the helmet, which was just incredible. Just if you didn't catch this, I don't know if you want to risk playing it, but it was unbelievable.
Well, I think if I keep it muted, it'll do. So yeah,
right here.
This is it. This is it.
It's right here. Boom! Now you're in Dunk's POV, which was so
that's awesome. I mean,
so well done. So well done.
And then the other thing that's really cool is you can see in the back here, which I don't remember if they would do this in normal jousting. I think this is something that's unique to them doing this Trial of Seven. But everyone's just lost their lances, basically.
Yeah.
And now you can see back here, you got one of them, Kingsguard, and then I think this is Stefan reaching for new lances from their team, their Squire team.
Yeah. But Dunk has no Squire.
No. Dunk has Steely Pate. And that's about it.
Yeah.
This is not a Knight's Tale.
He said Pate.
I did. See, I did. I made sure I was right this time.
You got it right.
But this whole time, and I'll tell you what's kind of funny going into this. So I knew exactly what happened. I knew everything that was going to happen. And I was still sitting there going, come on. Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, no. And one of the things that annoyed me until I reminded myself what we're doing here was that Duck just gets his ass kicked.
I was blown away at that. I did not expect that to happen. I mean, he took a lance right out of the gate.
Yeah. So the thing that I thought was really funny about it was, I was sitting there. A book reader who knew everything that was going to happen, was sitting there going, I can't wait to see Duck just kill everyone and crush this shit. It's like, that's not going to happen. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
And it allowed me, I was able to sit there and still like love this battle and enjoy every single second of it.
So he takes a shot.
So he
and then gets thrown off
he
his
passes
horse.
out. Like he
Yeah.
just falls over and he's gone.
And then we go to the
Then we get the flashback.
we go to the flashback.
Mm-hmm. So when I was watching it, this starts, and I immediately think that's a really weird place to start it. I mean, we gotta get back to the battle.
I know. I wanted the battle, but yet.
And I got concerned that I was going to be sitting here for like 15 minutes. And then I got concerned that, oh, wait, no, what they're probably going to do is they're going to take this 15 minutes and cut it up 5 ways. And I'm going to keep going back to this bullshit in the middle of the fight.
Yeah.
Very happy they didn't do that. I did say at the beginning when we were in the back room that what I wish they had done was basically cut in half and put let's say these first 5-6 minutes, whatever, here, and then take the next ones and put them when he's kind of passed out.
Yeah.
But then I would have been very pissed off at that moment. So I'd rather be just completely pissed off now and then get over it.
Distraction.
Yeah. And then get over it and just watch this amazing fight that we got.
Yeah.
What Ira eventually did.
I like this backstory. It just I don't know anything about this battle that he's looting
so this
from.
is the Battle of Redgrass.
I don't know how you know that,
because it's the final battle of.
Other than it's in the book.
No, so it's the final battle of the first Blackfire Rebellion, and there's several people that say during the episode that the rebellion's over.
Yeah.
So that's how you know.
Yeah. And is this flashback, is the book written in a way that the flashback occurs?
No, the flashback is completely invented by Ira and the team.
Okay.
Yeah. There are things taken from other books or other stories and added into this. Rafe is a one-time mention. Anyone telling you that Rafe was race or gender swapped is lying to you. It is possible that Rafe was gender swapped, but we do not know. Rafe is a more masculine name in Westeros, but we don't know for a fact. There's nothing, no pronoun is used when he talks about Rafe. None of that. You can go to the canonical source and see that it is a fan theory that Rafe is a white dude that's 10 years old.
Well, in the show, they talk about love. Like, oh, you want to run away with me because you love me. That's not in the book at all?
No, none of that is. So the thing that's slightly annoying is that Ira's kind of connected this incident that happened to Dunk as a kid with the thing that was going on with Tansel. And there are people that see that as changing the reason for the attack to be to avenge his dead girlfriend from being let's say 12 years old, to being a knight and being honorable. There are people that think that they have changed the reason for the attack or the defense of Tansel. And I highly disagree.
See, I didn't take it as that. I took it as Sir Arlen protected the innocent by saving him, right? And which we're getting up to, where he storms out of the inn or wherever he's at and says, leave that boy alone. And that is the example that was shown to him of what a knight is supposed to do. That is protect the innocent. And so here he is doing it with Tansel. Today.
And there's one thing we did not get. Now I do think we might end up getting it in episode 6, but there is a very special line that I won't ruin until episode 6 that we did not get here, and I wish we had, but that's later conversation. So Dunk ends up trying to do something rather unhonorable. And I think so. That's the thing. Do you think he was trying to kill this guy for mercy, or do you think he was trying to kill this guy to not get caught? Because he's stealing his horse's horseshoes right now.
It looked like Mercy to me.
Okay, I think it was a little. I don't want to get caught. I think there was probably a mix there.
The way I first my initial thought was the dude is like laying on top of a horse. He's not going to be able to get out. His breathing is labored. He's checking out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show him Mercy, sorry, and I'm going to steal your stuff. So
something that I want to ask the chat: do we know who this guy is? Because I thought
Breezy just dropped it in the chat. Excuse me.
Oh, thank you, Breezy. Beat me to it. I was going to say my first assumption was the twins, but I couldn't see the bridge. Like you can kind of see a little bit of a bridge there, or the second tower. So I thought it might have been Old Town, but then I thought, or a high tower. Then I thought the tower's a little too over to the left, and I don't see the flame. It's also blue. But yeah, I think it's a fray, which is kind of interesting considering the Riverlands. Like that, the House Frey is like as north in the Riverlands as you can get. So I was a little surprised to see that, but we get to see a house that have incredible disdain for.
Yeah. The phrase.
Though
were they always so like abysmal?
Really, just Walder Frey is just the worst one. A lot of the other Frey, I mean, they have the power for a reason. They're a large house, large in the sense that my understanding is they're always try and grow their alliances because they consider themselves to be very important. But no one else really considers, like, they understand why they're important, but they don't think that they're as important as some of the great houses. Like, you hold the crossing of the twins. Awesome. Yeah. That's great. But let's be honest, you're really just a bridge.
Right.
Walder is the one. A lot of the other lords, a lot of the other Frey lords, because we really only have, like, I think 2 other Freys that we really know. And they were leaders of the house. They understand that other people see them that way. They don't like it, but they're not angry about it like Walder Frey is. Walder Frey just wants basically the world to burn as long as he can be king of the ashes.
So
this is why he caused the Red Wedding and ruined what would have been the greatest reign of all time.
So we have him like maybe putting him out of his mercy or not wanting to get caught, one or the other. I took it as putting him out of his, or showing mercy, putting him out of his misery, not mercy. And then did he still steal his stuff anyway?
I think. I mean, we know that he took the horseshoes. And then there is some other stuff that he takes that obviously they decide they don't want at wherever he goes to pawn them.
So did you catch the pawn shop?
I disagree. I only saw 2 feet.
There's 4.
All right, I'm going to have to open it up again. Maybe I can get it on this. When I was looking at it, when I was looking at the video from Alt Swift X or Gladius, I can't remember who it was. It looked like only 2 legs to me, but it wasn't great quality in that video. So here they are trying to say words.
If you pause it right when it goes back, when he calls him, when he says Daemon's rebellion is over, right at that moment before he grabs the stuff off the table. Okay. You pause it there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're definitely going to take a look. This is, I think, the only real, like, what does this mean that came out of the episode? So they are walking back to King's Landing to go sell the stuff that they've acquired. They've got a helmet here. Dunk's got a couple of horseshoes, clearly some other stuff. And then we see this. Okay. This should be House. Holy crap.
House Holy Crap.
Nope. It's definitely not called House Holy Crap. It is called House. Oh shit. Stokeworth. House Stokeworth.
Stokeworth.
Yes, which we've seen several times. So their normal sigil looks like this. Let me get to House
So
Stokeworth.
that's a banner flag and a body.
Yeah, so yeah, Dan Stokeworth, and then his shield. Now, from
Is
the
it? Oh, it's a shield, not a
Yeah.
banner
Mhm.
flag. Okay, sorry.
so yeah, he's
Shield. I see
carrying
it
the
now.
banner up top. He's holding the banner.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no information about Stokeworth dying at the Battle of Redgrass, but this is what the canonical coat of arms looks like. This right here.
Mm.
And then in House of the Dragon, they changed it to, I think, the cup's down here and like one of its feet is in the cup. But this is very different. It's a lamb in a cup. Now, we know that there's a whole bunch of, Ryan was talking about last night on their stream. There's a whole bunch of, Grail lore and all that kind of stuff associated with the Lamb of God, the cup, the chalice, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the words for House Stokeworth is proud to be faithful. They have sided with the Targaryens in almost every major battle. In fact, I think they even side with them in, let's see. Yeah, Manly Stokeworth was the commander of the city's watch of King's Landing.
Wow.
And when he died, Janos Slynt was made his replacement. But they House Stokeworth has supported the Targaryens almost the entire time. So I think this is going to mean something. I think that we're going to get some sort of thing in the next episode. It's either going to be the next episode or it's going to be
About House Stokeworth?
not necessarily about House Stokeworth, but we're going to get a reason for this change of shield, because it's not even this shield in House of the Dragon, which means this was made specifically for this shot of Night of Seven Kingdoms. So either this is Ryan Condal coming to Ira Parker and saying, hey, can you put this in your show because we need to use it in House of the Dragon, so I need some continuity. Or it's and like Breezy just said, it could be a personal insignia. We do know that members of different houses all the time decided that they were going to kind of change up their insignia a little bit. They called John the White Wolf because the original sigil for House Stark was gray. It was a gray wolf on the green and white background. So they called John the White Wolf to distinguish him from the older branch of the Starks. That's what I think we're going to get here. I don't know if it really means anything yet, but it could, and it could be pretty freaking cool.
Again, but this is when Dunk was,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got to be, 5-6 years before my present day?
So based off of, because they've aged everybody up. Everyone
Dunk's
is a lot
supposed to be
older.
16.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually 16 in the show.
Okay.
I think he's probably supposed to be closer to like 25.
Okay.
And so, I mean, this young Dunk here looks like he might be 12, maybe 13. So I think that they want everyone just older a little bit. Plus, it's easier. I mean, when you find someone like Peter Clafley who just nails this role,
Oh, yeah.
You do whatever you can to kind of make it work. But
so they hide. They don't want to be caught because they'll be accused of thievery, right?
well, I think that less thievery and more, why are you the ones getting this stuff?
Yeah.
Because taking plunder from a battlefield is usually kind of the rights of the soldiers and then people living in the area. Like, the only time I've ever seen stuff left on a battlefield is the Highway of Hell in Iraq. I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a joke there, but it did not land at all. So we get to see Flea Bottom. We get to see Flea Bottom, which is great. I love seeing just a complete shithole.
Flea Bottom.
Mm-hmm. And because it works too. Like, this is exactly what Flea Bottom should. Now, and we could also tell because this guy, I don't know if we're going to be able to see it now. Nope. Wow, that rat just crawls right over that dude. So look, so he's biting onto something to force the pain away.
Yeah.
While she's
cauterizing.
Yeah, cauterizes a wood. So that battle has just ended.
Yeah.
Like, that battle's probably been over for about a day.
Yeah.
And then so they go over to King's Landing, to Flea Bottom, and they basically the whole next for it. Just want to get the math right. 20 minutes. So yeah, the whole next 10 minutes. So honestly, the entire flashback's like 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's pretty long.
Yeah. So the whole next 10 minutes is basically them just selling the stuff, being told no more Blackfire leather, which I do need to find that scene. And then meeting this guy from the Gold Cloaks, who's the City Watch. They're supposed to be kind of honorable-esque people.
Yeah.
But this dude is just disgusting. He's a creep. Okay, here is am I too far?
Nope. No, now you've gone too far.
Okay.
So you're going to have to like play and pause. I mean, you can take it off screen until it just comes. You'll see like his hand is like reaching over before he grabs the leather. And to me, it is.
Is he grabbing is it after he's paid him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He calls Dunk back. So Dunk starts to walk away, calls him back. And then, so like play and pause.
Damon's rebellion is over.
Right there.
Let's let the fog disappear. Come on. Oh, yeah, I do see him.
There's 4.
Yep. Uh-huh. So
that's a dig towards House of the Dragon, right?
I mean, I think honestly it might just be hey, we are kind of broke. Ryan, can we borrow some shit from your from your set? You're not using it.
That's not a
but so this is from about right here is what I saw. And
as soon as he picks it up, it's all gone. But I thought that because I thought that was a way to say, hey, sorry, George. But because right when he picks it up, he says Damon's rebellion is over.
That's true. That's true.
So, I mean, it's so like poetic to me to say, look, this kind of crap, sorry, that rebellion is over. We're going back to the root source of material.
That could be pretty funny. And I'd be down with that if this was in episode 1 or 2. But because we're saying the last episode, I think this is probably just a faux pas.
I just know that George that was one of like
he was
that
really
was a
annoyed
big
about it.
thing for him. Like,
especially it's such an easy thing to fix.
Why are you dorking this up? Like, why? Why do you feel like you need to go that far to the detail of my material to say, yeah, you know what? We're going to make the dragons have 4 feet or talons or leg or whatever, 4 legs instead of.
So they decide to try a book passage on a ship to Essos, which they end up not having the money for.
Right.
And because the prices have doubled because everyone wants to leave Flea Bottom because everyone's afraid that King's Landing is going to get attacked again. And so when they get out of there, which I saw someone go ahead.
I was going to say, does Dunk want to go? Because there's hesitation there, but I can't figure out. I just can't figure out what the reason for the hesitation.
So I think Dunk doesn't want to leave the area he knows, and also, he's this orphan that prays every night that his mother will return for him.
But he also knows that she's dead.
Yeah, but not to be a complete dick here, but speaking as someone who has lost their mother at a very young age, I can say I empathize a lot with that decision. Okay. To be like, but what if she comes back? Even though I know it's not going to happen.
Mom, my heart broke. But I just am like,
yeah.
I mean, I know he's smarter than that. Like, it's not happening. But do you not want to leave? Do you really believe that?
He's Dunk the Lunk.
Or are you just hanging on because this is all you know?
I think I think that he just wants to stay. I don't think he wants to go on this. He's not an adventurer, especially at this time.
Yeah,
he just kind of wants to have 4 walls and a cot.
He's definitely not showing leadership qualities.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing follower qualities.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because Rafe just says, "You're coming. You're effing stupid."
Oh,
and he's like, "Okay."
And again, like the thing that annoys me is you get people that are hopping into chats and talking about how they cucked Dunk with this chick and all that stuff. It's like, no. These scenes with Rafe are used to show the impact that Sir Arlen had on Dunk.
Oh yeah,
and the growth. Like they could have taken 10 minutes of every single episode to do flashbacks to sword training and all this stuff with Arlen that would have done the same thing that they did in about 9 minutes here in this episode.
I look at him like a lost puppy.
Yep.
And then Sir Arlen gets a hold of him and says, "Let me train you."
Mm-hmm.
Now he's a guard dog. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yep. He's a sheepdog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a sheep. Now he's a sheepdog.
So.
Well, that's the thing that I love too. Yeah. There are people calling her a girl boss. This is the worst girl boss I've ever seen. She literally loses. Like, I just absolutely loses. She's got one skill, and she's light fingered. She's
got a personality of desperation, and she wants out of this crap hole. And she's got feelings for Dunk.
Well, I'll tell y'all what.
But not enough. Not enough to prevent her from staying, because she lashed out at him when they didn't get, when they found out you didn't have enough money.
Mm-hmm. And then, so the gold cloak guy returns to basically get his wine skin back, which I cannot imagine it would be worth that much money, which just means he's just a bully. But this moment, dude, I thought we were about to see some Game of Thrones shit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, which I mean, we kind of did end up seeing, but I thought we were about to see some criminal sexual assault. Don't really need criminal there because sexual assault is a crime no matter what, but unless you're a sitting member of the Senate.
But this scene was really, I thought it was.
Pause that.
I mean, it was really it was rough. The intensity was building big time, and they kept cutting. They had these quick cut scenes of like the animals and stuff, like in the, like the pig pen or the pigsty or whatever, which just it was man, it was really intense and shocking. I did not expect.
Yeah. So when he's reaching down and he notices that the knife's not there anymore. So obviously he goes to go after her. And I did not expect this. So I was, in a kind of a fucked up way, happy to see the C word return to Game of Thrones. That was nice. Just call me a little bit of Aussie.
But was this in the books anywhere?
No. Even the only flashback we ever get in any of the 3 novellas is Dunk is talking to, I think, Egg. Sean and Breezy, correct me if it's not Egg, but he's talking to someone, and he basically says, yeah, I had these 3 friends, Rafe, Cheese Smeller, and Stephen John. I'm making up names. And Rafe liked to chase women, and that's the only from what I can remember. That's in Sworn Sword, I think. That's the only discussion about his childhood at all, short of stuff but with him and Arlen. But that's the only information we have about his time in Flea Bottom.
Wow. Yeah. So no mention of
none.
Rafe getting killed by the City Watch.
Mm-hmm.
So the bad thing, are we there yet? Or the bad?
Yeah, so it's getting ready to happen. And I expected him to like punch her. And so I did not expect this.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to show that here.
No, that's why I paused it right there.
Okay.
Yeah. I was not expecting this.
Yeah.
This was as close to like, not Red Wedding. Let's call it Purple Wedding. This was as close to the Purple Wedding as I've gotten in like just violence of
definitely a gasp moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was absolutely like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Even with Blood and Cheese, obviously that wasn't as good as I think we were all hoping, which still is kind of a fucked up thing to want it to be even worse.
Yeah.
But you need to be disgusted. And the thing that sucked about Blood and Cheese was that was the moment to make everyone turn on the blacks, and it did not work.
But this was pretty rough. I did not enjoy this scene. This took my breath away and put me on the edge of the seat, and didn't know what was going to happen. Was Dunk going to like be able to take this guy?
Yeah, was this going to be? And that was a shocking thing too, because that's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the birthplace of the night,
right?
And then we get to see
he gets some fighting skills or something.
Yeah, and we get to see.
Well, Dunk tries.
Yeah, and then in the name of the mother.
Yeah.
And I remember just kind of sitting there, like I saw because I was watching with captions on. Yeah. I saw the caption pop up, and I was like, "Who the hell is saying that?" And then I clicked the button wrong.
Professional streamer,
right?
Oh man. I can
actually. I think that's right there. Yeah, and so Arlen comes out having been drunk like a lord.
Yeah,
the last probably because again we also remember we know that the Battle of Regress has just ended.
Well,
it's been over for like a day probably.
Hold on, let's give Dunk a little bit of credit. He went after the guy.
He wanted to fight,
and he bit down on his neck, I think, and took a chunk of. I mean, I don't know how.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He did. He gets on him. He just starts going. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, he treated him like a candy bar.
Mm-hmm. Very much. Fat kid at a candy store.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Arlen comes out, and dude is drunk as a lord.
Yeah.
And again, he's drunk. His nephew just died. He just lost his squire and probably one of the last members of his family. And so he is fighting probably the demons. He's probably sitting there thinking he's fighting fighting the people that just killed his nephew.
He's fighting and throwing up because he's so wasted.
Yeah. So we get that, which I loved this. This was one of the coolest things I saw in the entire episode. Was he goes to draw his longsword and he can't draw the damn thing because Flea Bottom is so tight. He hits the lantern, which launches a bunch of sparks.
Yeah.
I think it's.
And then what happens? Dunk decides to go back to Rafe.
Mm-hmm. And I want to be careful where I press play because there's going to be
in a
some.
Sense, Rafe.
In fact,
that's Rafe's farewell.
Mm-hmm.
And Dunk obviously is just devastated. That's his best friend. Very tough to watch.
It was really hard to see.
Built up a lot of intensity.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of intensity. And then at this point, to me, I'm like, okay, now I get why Dunk is the way he is and part of him, and let's get back to the battle. All right.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking is, okay, time to go back to battle. Right. And then we get him in where the poor people sleep, in jail, something. And
isn't that where he and Rafe were hiding out?
Yeah, so I don't know if it was like a hideout, if it was like a pod apartment that they were leaving in, or something like that. But
I feel like that's where he was originally talking to her about their plans to leave everything, and they hid their money there and all that. I feel like he went back there, didn't know what to do, so he just kind of curled up in a ball and just started feeling sorry.
There we go. He's a crawl space under a stable. And then he looks out the window and he sees Sir Arlen and he decides to start following him. And that is the next.
But even the
4
details.
minutes.
So in that quick fight in the alley, after he chewed off some of the City Watch, he got stabbed. They were like, stick him, and then he got a spear to the calf,
which is funny enough very similar to what the Lannister guys did to Eddard Stark.
Yes, but if you ever had your calf injured, it's nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't realize how much you rely on.
Hell, man, I've had
standing up and walking around.
I've had a Charlie horse that put me in my bed for an extra hour and a half. Like it happened the other day. I woke up in the middle, dead sleep. I'm sure I was a knight or something in some dream. Yeah. I woke up, flipped out of my bed, and was on my feet in about half a second because I felt that thing starting to hurt. I stayed in bed an extra hour because I just could not walk on it. It was so painful.
It can be brutal. But when he sees Arlen from the window and then decides to follow him, they make it a point to just show him from the knee down, and you see that wound.
Yeah, it's still open.
And it's like, oh, that's got to be so painful, this kid.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking, sepsis and
oh my gosh,
every single thing that you could ever get is getting ready to happen to Dunk.
Yeah,
but so he walks for about 4 minutes, and this is the part that really annoyed me. Was I thought we walked too long.
I agree. I think there was these next few scenes of him following Arlen were a bit confusing. I didn't quite understand the point. Arlen was spewing a different language, which you have shared that it's Dothraki. I had no idea.
Which the story we need is how the fuck does Sir Arlen of Pennytree know Dothraki? That's the story we need.
Maybe he just learned the song.
Which is very possible. I mean, that could be a thing there. This is further proof that it's been like a day since the battle, because that's his buried squire.
Yeah.
So Dunk shows up here.
He takes the helmet of the dead squire.
He still kind of looks like he's trying to It's almost like he's trying to decide what road he's going to take. Am I going to rob this guy, or am I going to watch and see what I can be in my life?
Yeah.
And obviously he chooses the latter. He's like, you know what? How about I just follow? But again, we follow for 3.5 minutes after this scene.
Yeah, and so it left me with wondering if Sir Arlen knew he was there. Because
that's the thing.
He was always at a distance. He was
Yep.
always kind of hiding. There's even a scene where he's like freezing, and Arlen's got this nice big hot blazing fire.
And he is.
He's just like, I gotta stay over here. I mean, if Arlen knew he was there, wouldn't he be like, come warm up, lad?
He might. Well, even like here, Arlen, he's watching Arlen right now. And the thing that's annoying is this makes sense if he's his squire right now. Like Dunk sitting somewhere and just kind of watching his master makes sense.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that 20 seconds later, Arlen looks like he doesn't give a shit about Dunk. And right. Dunk is cowering in a hole somewhere trying to stay warm while it's cold outside. And there's no relationship going on at all. The whole thing ends with Arlen going up to him and giving him some water.
Well, even before that, Dunk is at the riverbed going, water. Let me just drink this water.
Yeah. Which honestly, that first sip, dude, it looked like he had mud and shit in his hands.
I saw that. Was like, oh, dude, don't do that. You're going to be sick.
Yeah, which he was.
Sure enough, he's like yakking seconds later.
But this is the only thing that really has annoyed me about Pennytree the entire time, even the second episode, is how dumb do you have to be to fall asleep on your dagger and end up cutting yourself?
He's bleeding all over the place.
I mean, and so okay, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you all something right now. So right about here, I look at my phone because I started watching the episode 4 at like 9:30. Knowing I was going to be a little bit late.
Yeah.
So I start watching it, and we get to this point, and I'm already kind of sitting here going, okay, are we going to get back to the fight? Like, what's going on? I look at my text messages, and I see one from a friend of mine that says, in the name of the mother, hang on, let me get it right. It says...
It was not me, by the way.
No, it wasn't. In the name of the warrior, I charge you to lie. And I thought... Oh, fuck! They are getting ready to canonize a theory that's going to ruin everything. And so I'm sitting there this whole time kind of thinking, fuck. And then we get through the flashback, and I was happy because it didn't happen. The theory is that Arlen never actually knighted Dunk. Which is a lie.
I know they could still. I see a lot of people playing into that.
But the reason I started freaking out is because I thought this was supposed to be like the day Arlen died, and that we were going to see old Dunk or grown up Dunk like walking over. Yeah. And obviously that did not happen.
Nope, that's when now he notices him.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But I mean, it's been, if we just count the number of sleeps, it's been like 6 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like at least a week.
So yeah, and I don't know about you, Lee. I don't spend a lot of time around people that are just upchucking. But I feel like if you were sitting there cooking some nice sausages and you heard 20 feet behind you, bleh, you would go, huh, what was that?
You gotta know, unless you're
right
a little drunk and just passed out the majority of the time. But I don't know. He finally sees him, and the boy just
looking a little bit like a knight too. Like I do like that. I do love that every single time we really see Arlen, like I guess full-bodied Arlen,
a little
minus that first time. He does look more kind of like stand-up-ish almost.
Yeah.
But yes, he offers him water and he tells him to get up.
We get the Rocky moment here. Get up.
Mickey
Mickey loves you.
Okay. Okay, so that took.
All right, now we're back to the battle. The trial of 7.
Hang on. It has been 5 minutes. At exactly 5 minutes. It's been 14 and a half minutes since the last time we were back in Ashford. And honestly, like that's 4 minutes too much, man. It's my only complaint about this episode. Look, when something goes wrong, I'm not going to sit there and just like act, oh, it's still a great episode. No, this was 4 minutes too long.
It was
we
a bit
could have
long.
cut out probably 2 or 3 of those sleeps, and because nothing happened, there was nothing. The existence of those sleeps does nothing to propel the story.
Yeah, the following of Arlen, I think, is where you could have trimmed that down.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But now we're back. Lee? Uh-oh. Is Lee there? Oh, he just texted me. He said system rebooted. Okay. So we're going to hold down the fort here a little bit. Let me remove him just in case he comes back and he's, not wearing a shirt or something. Lee, when you come back, let me text him this. Okay. Oh.
Sorry about that.
All good. All good. What happened?
I don't know. My system just decided to restart.
Yeah, I was talking to him for like 3 minutes. I looked at you. You hadn't moved. And I was like, uh-oh.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I hadn't said a word.
I don't know why it does that. 3 minutes, really?
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But now we're back at Ashford Meadows.
Yes.
And we get we get the Rocky injury. We get the big eye that's covered up. I half expected Mickey to come over and cut the eye open.
Cut me, Mick. Yeah. Dude.
Just the freaking. I hate that I can't play this.
Yeah.
Because we go from him sitting there, hearing everyone yelling, "Get up, get up, get up," to a Morning Star just coming for his face.
Yeah. Is that Makar?
I think
he's
it's
the one
Arya.
with the star, right?
No, he's got a mace.
Okay, he doesn't have the Morning Star. So Morning Star is on the chain.
I believe so, isn't it?
And a mace is like on a shaft. Like,
yeah.
It's like the same thing at the end of like a steel shaft. Like a golf club.
Yes. This is the Morning Star, and then the mace has, as you aptly put it, the steel shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you know a lot about shafts?
I don't want to go there.
Ah, gotcha. We'll send supers later in his chat. We'll get answers. So and what's so cool is we see this through the visor. Like this is what he's seeing. Yeah. This Morning Star just coming straight for his friggin' face.
Again, this
and he gets hit with it.
So this is one. This is one beef I love the action.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but he's taking that to the face.
Yep.
We know what happens. I mean, we're gonna get there, but I mean, let's just go right to Baylor.
Yeah.
So if Dunk can take this to the face, what the heck happened to the helmet of Baylor?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So he takes this to the face, and Steely Pate is a very good smith. Baylor takes whatever it was to the back of the head. 2 different spots of the face of the head.
I mean, they got armor. He's a Targaryen. He's the prince. He's the hand. He's heir to the throne. He's not wearing the best.
Here, yeah.
His son Valor's armor. It's not the best.
That's the thing. It's also, yeah, Breezy's correct. Valor's armor does not fit him either that well.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
we
I
see
get
him
it. I
take-
get it. Mhm.
We see Dunk take several shots.
It's a little bit of plot armor, but it's plot armor that's believable, especially because Dunk is so big.
Right.
You know, think about like Gulliver's Travels. You know, when they try to shoot arrows at him and he's just like, oh, what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes for a good TV show.
Yep. And so he gets whack-a-moled. And also, you know, to be fair, we don't really, and well, maybe we hear it. Hang on, let me find out if we hear it. But we don't really know that he rolls. So he might have rolled. Oh, no, he definitely got hit. He
took it right to the
got
face.
Hit. Yep. And then he takes another one to the face.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, right to the left side, dude.
Yeah, just I'm not gonna be able to get the other side of it. Here comes the Morning Star. Boom! I love how wide the eye gets.
Oh yeah.
Rolls away and right back to the face. But I love this entire fight. The entire thing is filmed beautifully. I can't imagine because I mean, that Morning Star is not a real Morning Star, you know, but it's probably weighted to the point that it does feel like he's actually throwing something.
Right.
So the fact that these cameramen are sitting there going, oh, and like they're probably sitting there trying to duck out of the way of things. I would love to find out how long, and there is a documentary on HBO about filming this. I'd love to find out how long it took to film this. Because I know with things like Helm's Deep was like 3 months. It took them 3 months to film Helm's Deep.
It's got to be tricky, though. I mean, you're talking so many moving parts.
And
I mean,
then
it's not,
here's
okay,
Maycor.
So there's two people. Oh, and forget it.
Maycor's about to just try to fuck him up.
Yeah.
In this in one hit.
So there's two people who are the focal points of the scene, and then there's all this stuff going on behind.
Yeah.
So here's Maycor, who pops him across the front of the face.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or at least somewhere in this vicinity.
But yet, Baylor just that was my only like.
Well, did you see that scene yet? Like, did you see them cut it down and show?
So to me, the scene where Baylor gets hit doesn't happen until after Arian says,
"Yes,
I concede, or I withdraw my accusation." Then there's a cut scene where there's a backhand by Maycor.
Oh, I'll have to look at that. The one that I saw was he's running and Baylor and Baratheon grab him. They grab each arm basically. Yeah. And he like headbutts Baylor to get him off him. Jose Taco's talking about when he says "my boy."
I disagree.
Now the problem is that is a hit to the face.
That's right,
not the back of the head.
That's why I disagree. If you want, okay, we'll get to it. We'll get. To it.
Oh yeah.
I'll share with you the scene that I'm seeing, and it's right at the end of the battle. The battle was just getting ready to be called off, and it's the last swipe.
Yeah. So here we've got Dunk is
trial. I guess
putting it in. Dunk is beating the shit out of Arian. Then Arian goes, "Oh, okay, so we are doing this." And he starts like hammering Dunk. But then, I mean, look at this. This is great. Everything's muddy.
Yeah.
Like if they really were hiding money, they did a fucking great job of
it. The mud, the fog, and then again, two people in the shot as the focal point, but then you'll see like something
like it
happened
literally
in the
just
background,
happened.
a horse run
in the
by,
foreground.
just little things
Yeah.
like that just add so much depth to the scene and make it so intense.
Because they could have just sat here and filmed Dunk and Arian and just said, watch him. Let's just watch them. And we probably would have been fine with that. But the fact that they keep kind of reminding you, hey, there's all this other shit going on. Is awesome. Yeah, so this is the only thing that kind of bugged me is we do see the Kingsguard stop interfering with Arian several times. And I feel like we would have seen I feel like the Kingsguard should have interfered with that fight more. But then I also wonder if they felt more honor bound to protect Baelor. And because there is a time, so when he's talking earlier, when Baelor is kind of giving out the strategy, he says, don't worry about the Kingsguard. They're duty bound to protect me. I will fight them. What he doesn't say, he does say in the book, is I'm going to basically be attacking all three Kingsguard to keep all three of the three greatest knights in the land off of y'all.
Keep them busy. Yeah.
You're going to have to deal with the other ones, but I'll keep these guys away, knowing that they're either going to have to attack me or they're going to have to go defend Makor.
Which they won't attack him because they're sworn not to.
Yeah, they will basically duel with him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because they're sworn not to harm the royal bloodline.
What minute are you on right now?
I have 20 minutes and 12 seconds left.
Okay. All right. I'm with you.
Yeah. And then I'm just going by I'm just going by 10.
Yep. Got you. They're wrestling on the ground. It's all muddy and gross.
And they Arian gets the first real wound, I would say, or he wounds him. Well, so Arian wounds him with the lance at the beginning of the joust, and then gets another when he gets him in the dagger. But then oh my gosh. I mean, and we get to see him pull this out.
I mean, that's just more intensity, gross, gore. Oh, he's got the little shake going.
Yes, look at the helmet. You can see the dents of the morning stars in the helmet.
It's
and then
magnificent.
Yeah, they're all sitting there. They're looking, and someone. I think this is Stefan.
Arian wants to take advantage of this. This is Arian, right?
Yeah. So that's Arian looking for his sword.
He's walking over.
And then I think this is Sir Stefan that pushes Dunk down again. I'm basing it solely on the fact that I can see the armor.
Yeah. Again, my point of a lot of people just falling over, very clumsy, off balance. I mean, they're wearing this nothing. They're wearing metal, right? It's going to throw you off.
And then just keep stabbing.
Does he get him? Like
So he gets him, but remember, he's wearing mail.
Yeah.
Person is it's honestly one of the only reasons that I won't say the only reason because I'd love to have him in here, but it's why it would be awesome for X-Wing to be in here, because my understanding is one of the principal purposes of mail was to prevent the sword from being able to pierce far enough in to damage your vital organs. Like it was going to get you. You were going to get stuck. But because of the width of that broadhead, it wasn't going to get as far in. I think I'm right on that. That's what Breezy says.
Yeah, so you're getting cut, but you're not.
So he gets stabbed like another, I think, 4 or 5 times. Like he gets stabbed a lot. And Dunk's just going, you know what? I'm bigger than you. Let's just use all the power I got.
Yeah. Dunk slaps him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's hilarious. He just bare hands him.
Yeah. That's like a total B slap.
Boom! Right there. Yeah. Just boom. Absolutely love it. And then, okay, she's annoying. I find her really annoying. I got no real reason. I just think she's annoying.
Who is that? Red.
She's the whore.
I know, but like, what's her significance? Because
She's a whore.
She was showing up in the last episode too when Baylor came out to announce he's gonna take Sir Duncan's side. They kept putting panning to her.
She is Dendarian's favorite whore.
Okay.
Which is why she's sitting behind him.
It was a little comedic moment in an intense.
Yeah, and we knew that was going to happen. We knew that they were going, because they told us throughout the press stuff for the show that this was going to have sitcom vibes, and honestly, it has. This has been the only episode where it hasn't really felt heavy sitcom-ish.
Yeah.
And then Darian gets up and just starts like really being a great fighter here.
Darian?
Sorry. No. What
that
I said
was
Darian.
Okay, so Darren was somebody I was hoping to see lie down. Like, I wanted to see when he said, "Hey, hit me upside the head and I'll just fall down," and I would have loved to have seen that.
There's a lot of things that I kind of wish we had been able to see. Now, that's one of them.
I see. We're all trying to figure out when did they ever show Baylor taking the fatal blow. I like that they played it this way and it was not obvious to the viewer. Even if you read the books, you know it's coming. I didn't read the book.
He walked in.
I had my suspicion.
He walked in and I said to myself, hang on a second. Like, I expected us to go see him in bed, like suffering with some symptoms around him.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I expected to see.
Yeah. So Breezy, like, there's been some. Everybody thinks, well, not everybody, but Kings has his opinion on when the fatal blow was shown. I have mine different. I think somebody else, Sean, maybe said something different when that fatal blow occurred. But we get to this point where did you pass the where Arian he flings the sword, he throws.
Oh, I think I might have.
So Arian's a skilled fighter, right? He's been trained.
I think it's right here.
And so he throws the sword, it hits him in the thigh, I think.
Yeah, it gets him like right in the thigh. Let me find it. So he stabs him like 2 or 3 more times, and the whole time Egg's kind of looking at it like, oh my God, he's gonna lose. Because Egg, this whole point is also wanted. One of the things he's excited about is the thought of Dunk killing Arian. He does not like Arian, and I think he's really hoping that Arian dies.
So after he throws a sword, they go to battle. What does he stick in Dunk's helmet, like through the vision?
Hang on one second. I'm getting to the. Okay. Oh, that was it. So. Well, it didn't come up. There we go. So we see him all battered and bloodied here.
Yeah.
And someone rides to basically stop Arian. I think it's Fossaway. I think it's Raymond Fossaway.
Runs in between them.
Yep. And he
flings his sword.
Yeah. Right. So he sticks him like right in the inside of I'd say about midway down the thigh.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, I bet. And at this point, he does something to his shield or something to his helmet. Here we go.
He sticks him with something. Okay.
Oh, I think what he does.
Got a dagger, but he hits him with the what?
I think he takes the
dagger.
It's the guard. The guard. I think he sticks him with the guard.
Because I was gonna say it couldn't be the blade because he'd lose an eye if that happened.
Yeah, I think he sticks him with the cross guard.
Okay, there it is. Yeah.
God, this is an amazing shot too.
Oh yeah.
There really isn't a single shot of this battle that was poorly done.
So his eyes busted, and he just
Yeah, so he takes the helmet off.
Yeah.
And at this point, it really seems like it's time to give up. Like he's
Yeah.
just, and he kind of pops a squat, and it's just like, oh, okay, here it is. I think. Hang on.
Oh,
so,
this
so
cut
this is
right
where
here.
this is where he cuts Arya, and this is a. I mean, you've got
That's
what
near
is it?
fatal.
Yeah, this is the carotid and the juggernaut. Femoral. The femoral.
Yeah, there's a
femoral
main
is
artery.
down there.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like, there we go. Yeah, Sean. Yeah. I mean, this is like you bleed out in 3 minutes and die.
Yeah.
Remind me of that. I got a story for you later. Just you. And yeah, so he's cutting, like he's trying to like saw the fucking leg off.
Yeah.
And this is where Makor goes, my boy.
Right. And he hits somebody there.
Yeah.
That's to the front.
That's to the front.
That's
Makor. That is Baelor. I keep wanting to say Balerion. And throws him down.
That is, to me, that is not the fatal shot.
And then here Lionel comes and Baelor kills his horse. He never has a visor though, Breezy. Remember, a visor is this. And all of those Targaryen helmets didn't have any visors.
So
they were like the Magneto helmet. Yeah, and then at this point, yeah, my boy.
Yeah.
And this is Baelor down here, and this is Baratheon up here. And they go to grab him. And this is where he does another hit to someone. Obviously, pause, transformative. And yeah, Dunk, and see, that's the thing. Dunk's ready to end it.
Yeah, but
he stops for a second, and then I think exhaustion just sits his ass down.
Yeah, I thought this went on a little long too for somebody who's just.
I'll agree with that as well. I think this, if, let's say this is a minute, I think it should have been about 38 seconds instead.
Yeah, I think they should have shaved that for more realism, because if you're gonna be like that, not blink, not show any signs of life, I think you could still have some labored breathing in there. That would have solved it.
Yeah. So anyway. I mean, because this goes on.
He looks like he's done.
Yeah, it's like another 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Before. Hey, by the way, guys, the stream's still going, right? I just want to make sure it hasn't been turned off by YouTube yet.
No, I'm still seeing it.
Awesome. So Dunk's basically done. Dunk has lost at this point.
Yeah.
Which again, I was kind of sitting there going, hang on a second. What are we doing? How are we doing this? Which is honestly, if you can get the dude that knows the damn story to sit there and go, hang on a second, what are we doing? Then you've nailed the story.
Yeah,
That's how you do. What's that thing that Ryan Johnson kept saying that he did?
Don't ask me. I don't like that guy.
Well, it's going to be in the chat in 3, 2, 1, and now. Well, something audience. Subversive the audience. I don't remember. He's an idiot. But, yeah, we get several minutes. Thank you. Subverting the audience's expectation.
There it is.
So we get about 3 minutes here of Dunk just being dead. Dunk has lost.
Yeah, he's a little too frozen for somebody just kind of in shock. I feel like they just needed, if they wanted it to extend and build intensity, give me a little labored breathing. Don't look like you've expired.
He's
not really blinking or nothing. Like he is just a body at that point.
Yeah, it really does look like he is just he's lost the fight now.
And I think because everything has been so real up to this point. So then I was like, but it was still phenomenal. I'm nitpicking. I really am. So you got Egg, that, and I don't mean to
And
speed.
yeah, and
Luke is
he
gonna be mad at me.
I know. I saw the clock.
But you got Egg screaming from the stands, and it's just heartbreaking. You hear that voice of a young child. Get up, sir. Get up, sir.
Get up.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's really kind of Dexter is 12 years old right now, and it's really gonna kind of suck when he gets up to that age where he's
when his
not
balls drop, and then his voice goes along with it.
Well, the voice is the thing that I think is gonna suck because the way Egg is able to talk right now, I think is just perfect for that character.
Yeah.
And obviously, that character's going to age up. He's going to become more manly. He's going to become more sure of himself. But I feel like it's going to Breezy. He turns 12. I think he's 11 right now. They filmed this last year. They're filming season 2 right now. They're 5 weeks into season 2. But my hope is that we get that they choose to stay with both of these people.
Yeah.
That as they add other things, if they decide to take the time off so that Dex can age up, whatever they decide to do, they do it with these two characters.
The voice is great. If his acting stays consistent, we're going to watch this kid grow into Aegon, and I'll be okay with that.
And of course, Arian's sitting here thinking, I've won. I win. Let's go. Yay. Because probably mixing a little bit of happiness and holy shit, I actually did it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was when he got roundhoused with Dex's hand, dude, he got hit and he dropped.
Yeah.
So he definitely knew he bit off more than he could chew. And he's yelling at Lord Ashford, "Hey,
he's dead.
I've won. Won. He's dead. Call the tournament." And you can see
call the trial off.
Yeah,
it's
they're
over.
about to do it.
And then you hear Mickey, get up. And then Egg, wait!
And they do. And they do wait.
Because he starts showing life again.
He gets back up. And they continue the fight. I actually really enjoyed this. Watch Arian.
Oh yeah. It's a
dude, that was probably this dude's acting his best job in this season.
So these actors are doing really great just acting with their eyes. I mean, they're telling the story with just their facial expressions. We've gone through that with the last episode, and they're continuing to do it in this one. And so he lowers his visor, I guess, or whatever you call that part of the helm, and picks up his sword.
Faceplate, maybe.
He's like, all right, let's go a little bit longer. And
until which Dunk says, bet, let's go.
Yep.
And he
Dunk just goes to brawling. He's like, forget
someone
the
said
sword.
it earlier.
He's just forget the sword, forget skilled knight fighting, forget all this stuff. I'm just taking you out. And he wrestles him to the ground, grabs his shield, and just starts beating the crap out of him until Arian finally says, I yield. Then that's not good enough. Although Dunk does stop punching him in the face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he says, I yield.
He then gets up and
drags him over there. So wait, what we got here? We've got Foss. Oh shit. I think this is Fossaway versus Fossaway.
Yeah.
That's actually really funny.
The real quick scene there.
Is it? Yeah, I think that's an
Looks
apple.
like it to me.
Yeah,
and it goes back to Dunk.
Beat the shit out of him.
Okay.
I do need to see where, because someone was talking about, okay, Aaron yields to the ground. Dunks looks around. The blow happens.
This is it.
So
this is it. So Dunk turns and looks.
That's a lot of blood. I'm shocked his teeth are still there too.
And you see the backhand by Makar right here.
So this are the Fossaways. Look at the helmets. None of those are Targaryen helmets. And the background. So this is someone down here. Still the Fossaways.
That's Fossaways.
Yeah.
All the way.
Okay. Looks around. That's down shield. That's the Fossaways fighting. Okay, here we go. Okay. So this is Makor right here. Baratheon's over here. Baelor's right here. See, I knew I was going to do it again. So Baelor is just kind of smacking him with his sword, not actually trying to kill him. Yes, there it is. That was it. Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I believe I misspoke earlier. I said after he said he withdrew his accusation. I meant to say after he yielded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that honestly makes it even sadder. Really.
Yeah. So they just cut to that quick scene. There's this backhand and boom, right in the back of the head. And he goes down.
And honestly, because of this is an assumption based on this order of events, but you've got 7 minutes earlier, Baelor and Baratheon grab him to force him away from getting to Arryn. So I think this whole time, all Makor is thinking is, I need to save my son. I need to save my son. I need to save my son. He's trying to be a good dad. And really the only way he knows how. All he knows how to be good at something is being a good warrior.
Yeah.
And I think, we've seen people kind of insinuating this in different chats and on Twitter. But I think there's going to be a moment. There's going to be a moment in the coming episode, I think, where Makor has to take acceptance of the fact that he's the reason his brother died.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very interesting.
And then from here,
he just decides to do probably the most embarrassing thing anyone could ever do.
He drags him over.
He just drags him.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. So we see this. Okay, this happened.
Right there.
And and he goes down. I think he's down. Probably not like down now. I think he's just taking a second to get back up. But then we see him grab him. And I think this is the same thing we just saw, but happening behind Dunk now. Because look, he falls down again. So I think we get to see the same shot twice. But tell him.
Unless it's Darren.
Darren's been on the ground drinking a whiskey this entire time. He's been on the ground. He's got they usually knights would have some sort of like drink or something with them, maybe on their horse or something. He's got a mongoose on the back of his thing with a whiskey sour in his, just filled with, it's a 3-gallon whiskey sour that he's just sucking down, laying back there going,
that sounds pretty good.
Yay!
So he grabs Arryn and is just ordering him, tell them. And he says, I withdraw my accusation.
And he's just like, oh, I won.
They blow the horn. It's over. They come and get him. And then
Steely Pate. Sorry. And what kind of sucks is we can see the shield down here is destroyed.
Yeah.
So Steely Pate comes over and grabs him along with Fossaway. I'll tell you what, if you could find you a friend and confidant like Raymond Fossaway, you never let that person go.
I hear that.
This dude fought against the Kingsguard for this guy. He known him for 3 days.
And 5 minutes earlier, he was a squire.
Exactly, yeah.
So yeah, so then they're taking him somewhere,
Is
staging
he
area.
back in? No, he's wearing his Targaryen stuff.
And they say, I have to cut the mail
Yeah.
off you. Which
And
means
poor-
it's stuck into the wounds of your body,
Mhm.
which we're going to have to get it out by
And Pate,
way of,
Pate says that he's got to pour boiled oil down the wound to heal it, or maybe not to heal it, but to like cauterize it.
yeah.
And to which we get Baelor comes in and says, no, not oil, wine, right? Doesn't he say boiled wine or something like that?
Yeah. Wine, not oil. And Baelor is kind
How
of
the Maesters do it. Well, yeah, wine, not oil.
straggling, a little, just staggering in. This, okay, the moment Dunk kneels, this is the greatest acting I've seen in the show so far.
Ooh, I am your man.
Yes. The emotion, the intensity from Dunk, still calling him your grace,
And
telling
he's
him I'm your
bleeding.
man.
That thing is probably gushing blood out of his stomach right now.
Yeah. Baelor, you could tell like he's not right, but he's still with it. He says, I need good men, Sir Duncan.
Grace.
And Baelor
I am your man.
Then Baelor kind of staggers back a little bit. He needs to be caught. So
and he asks, he gets Pate and some others to help him. Or no, Fossaway comes over and asks him to take the helmet off because his visor's cracked. But
he does refer to it as a visor.
Yeah, but there's no visor on this.
So is that a sign where he's just like, I'm not with
he
it?
He thought he was wearing a different helmet.
Yeah.
He thought he was wearing his helmet. Breezy asks, would he have lived if you never took the helmet off again? So it's kind of like the whole story about like the person that gets crushed by a car and they end up dying when they get the car off of them because they've just got so much crush syndrome going on inside their body. That guy was dead. That dude was
there's not a real quality of life. I mean,
how were the beginning? What?
Can't wear your helmet for the rest of your life. But I loved how they did this. I had a feeling something was wrong. We talked about it last week backstage in the green room to say, I have a feeling something bad's going to happen to Baelor.
Yes. So,
and not
there
to rush
was, I know. I'm trying to get you out of here.
Yeah.
There was a dream that Darren had.
Yep. Darren had a dream.
Yep. He said, I see you with a dead dragon, a dragon large enough whose wings can cover this here meadow. But you killed the dragon and are alive.
Well, he didn't say he killed him. He said the dragon was dead.
That dragon was dead. And
laying on top of you, but you were alive.
Yeah.
But
the death of Baelor Targaryen?
I mean, I guess is the metaphor like, but he said it was the largest dragon ever. Is that because Baelor was so loved and was just
that's what I think. Baelor could have been.
I get it.
Yeah, the rule of Baelor probably would have fixed everything that the Targaryens had ruined through the Blackfire Rebellion and the Dance of Dragons.
Yeah.
The other thing that it kind of speaks to is this story that we got this past week that Dunk survives the burning of Summerhall, which is where Dunk and Aegon are supposed to die.
Interesting.
So it could be two things.
Yeah, interesting. So they end up taking his helmet off, and immediately he starts like he's losing balance. Like he's really messed up once they remove the helmet. And I love how they did this. You don't know the severity of the
But
situation.
you can kind of see
until he
Yeah.
turns around, and then
you
you're
kind
like,
of see there's a skull missing from
"Oh
his
my
head.
gosh!" I mean, back and to the left,
Like,
back and
oh
to the left,
shit! Oh my god, man!
back
Holy
and to
crap!
the left.
A bone heals. That does not,
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, it is. Oof.
that's rough.
And you can
That's
see
a rough day at the
Yeah.
office.
Fossaway and Pate are both like,
Yeah, yeah. And then he ultimately collapses. And
yeah,
that's
that's how it ends. It ends with Dunk and Dunk weeping over
that again. This acting here, from Dunk kneeling to going back on the bench to Baylor removing the helmet to collapsing to Dunk back kneeling now at his side and then sobbing. Dude, it was phenomenal. Phenomenal scene.
It's exactly, literally, the only thing that I really wish we had gotten more of was the other fights. I wish we had seen more of Baylor versus Makor and the King's Guards and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because we do find out that after he sits down, he asks, did anyone die? And there were 2 on his side that died, Beesbury and sure, the guy with the eye patch. Wilder, I think.
Highland. What's his name?
Oh yeah, no. The 2, because Beesbury's first name. What's his first name?
It was the first charge. Yeah, who's saying it?
Yeah.
Breezy said it. Sean said it. Yeah, in the first charge, they both bought the farm right away.
Yeah.
Humphrey.
Oh yeah, the Humphreys. That's nice. What's it called? Is not popping up all the messages again. That's awesome.
Harding.
Yes,
Humphrey?
the Hardings.
Harding.
Because they're cousins, I think. But yeah, excellent. This has been the best show. I know you gotta go. We're gonna wrap it up in just a couple of minutes. This has been the best episode of anything Westeros related for me. I think it's been the best episode since the Night's Watch defeated the Wildlings at Castle Black. So that's episode 9, season 4. It's been the best episode since then.
This definitely hands down one of the best episodes.
Yeah,
I know it's getting compared to the Battle of the Bastards, and some people are like, "Oh, Battle of the Bastards is better." And let me just give you my quick spin on this. You cannot compare this to the Battle of the Bastards. One, Battle of the Bastards had pretty much an entire season of buildup of hatred towards Ramsay Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
And you wanted Ramsay taken out of Winterfell, one way or the other. And you had a whole season to develop that intensity, that hatred, knowing that he's the antagonist and you wanted him gone. This is coming off one episode. And we have this level of intensity.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't watching... You weren't watching this to see someone fall like Ramsay. You were watching to see someone survive. Okay. In Battle of the Bastards, you had Jon's army surrounded by the Bolton army, and it was just like, we're gonna keep squeezing them. And then what happened? Surprise! There's a whole other army that's gonna assist and take them out. Yay! The army of the Vale.
Yeah, the Knights of the Vale.
The Knights of the Vale. And that was a surprise. And oh my gosh, we thought all hope was lost, but the Knights of the Vale showed up. This was one guy, right? Dunk, pure survival. They didn't really put emphasis on Baylor during the whole episode. It was really Dunk. So it was his Rocky moment. It was get up, come on, let's fight this thing. I thought the battles were great. They felt super real. Like this is how a battle in medieval times would actually happen. deadly blows, off balance fighters. You know, they're stumbling, they're falling, they're trying to get back. Flashback was a little long, but I think a lot of that content was necessary and added to who Dunk is. But all in all, can't really compare this to any other episode, in my opinion, because this was really about one guy, and we only have these short stories, these short episodes to develop this level of intensity, and they hit it out of the park. We didn't have a season, right? We had 1 or 2 episodes to build this up, and they nailed it. 10 out of 10. Great episode.
Well, and even make things all equal. Game of Thrones or Battle of the Bastards had 8 hours to build it up. This had an hour and 20 minutes.
Yes.
So just the amount that they were able to, and of that 120 minutes, Baylor is in 15 of it.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. He wasn't really a focal point, and he just became a favorite so quick because of the storytelling.
And look, I mean, we can go back to season 1 of House of the Dragon, where Viserys comes in.
Yeah,
and again, when I first saw it, I was expecting it to be black guy, Corlys Valerian. I was expecting it to be him, and it was not. It was King Viserys.
Yeah, yeah.
First and second of his name, all that shit. And it was like, oh my god,
it's an amazing moment. Yeah, yeah. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah.
One more to go, and then this season wraps up. I think it's going to be epic as well. And then probably leave us with a big cliffhanger, knowing that there's going to be a season 2. So
I don't think it's going to be a cliffhanger. I think they're going to provide us information that if you want to go and look stuff up, you might be able to figure out where the story might go, or maybe the location the story will take place in. But I don't think it's going to tell you. I think the second one is.
Maybe you're right. I feel like they're going to present us with something that says, "Oh, I can't wait to see." You know what happens. Not necessarily a cliffhanger like somebody dying or something like that, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. I am really excited for this. I'm really happy you've enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first one where you hadn't read anything.
That's right.
And I think this just shows, again, you've got a guy that has read the story. You've got one that hasn't. And we are both equally enjoying this story.
Absolutely.
And I think that just shows how much Ira Parker has nailed this.
Incredible stuff.
But Lee must leave us. He has got to go play some video games with the beautiful Wicked Virtue.
He's waiting on me.
Yep. I'm sure you've already gotten 4 or 5 texts going. Is he keeping you?
That's right.
We've got y'all set to redirect over there. I know Hokies won't go, but if everyone else will go over there and watch, drop those likes, give those watch hours. He's getting close.
Getting close. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you being here. We got one more week, and then going to be a bit of a break until House of the Dragon Season 3.
Let's go.
Yeah. Peace out.